Hundreds of people danced themselves to death in 1518. Yes, you read that right. In the town of Strasbourg, France, a strange and deadly phenomenon unfolded as citizens began dancing uncontrollably in the streets. This bizarre event, known as the Dancing Plague, saw people moving involuntarily, their feet pounding the cobblestones day and night, unable to stop despite their exhaustion. The epidemic started with a single woman, Frau Troffa, who stepped into the street and began dancing fervently. Within days, dozens joined her, and soon hundreds were caught in the grip of this mysterious compulsion. Physicians and authorities were baffled, attributing the strange behavior to hot blood or perhaps a curse, as medical science at the time offered little explanation for such a mass hysteria. As the dancing continued, it became deadly. Men, women, and children collapsed from sheer exhaustion, some succumbing to heart attacks or strokes. The town's leaders, desperate to control the chaos, even hired musicians and professional dancers, hoping to cure the afflicted by encouraging them to dance it out of their systems. Ironically, this only seemed to fuel the frenzy further. While the true cause of the dancing plague remains a mystery, theories range from ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic mold found on damp rye bread, to stress-induced mass psychogenic illness. Whatever the cause, the dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's most enigmatic and chilling events, a vivid reminder of the strange and unpredictable nature of human behavior. Hello wasn't always the go-to greeting for answering the phone. Before Thomas Edison stepped in, it was Alexander Graham Bell who suggested saying ahoy when picking up a call. Imagine a world where every phone call began with a nautical salute. Bell's choice was inspired by his fondness for naval communication, but Edison's influence would soon change the course of history. Edison, the famed inventor, saw the potential of the telephone and believed that hello would be a more practical and universally applicable greeting. He argued that hello was easier to understand and pronounce, especially over the early, crackly phone lines. His suggestion quickly gained traction, and by the late 19th century, hello had become the standard way to answer a call. It's fascinating to think that a single word, chosen by Edison for its clarity, could reshape how we initiate communication across the globe. This decision not only influenced telephone etiquette but also cemented hello as an integral part of everyday language. Before Edison's intervention, other suggestions included "what is wanted?" and "are you there?" But none captured the simplicity and warmth of hello. Next time you pick up the phone and instinctively say hello, remember that this wasn't always the norm. It's a testament to how small innovations in language can have a lasting impact on our social interactions. The story of hello is a reminder of how technological advancements can shape cultural norms, leaving a legacy that extends far beyond their original purpose. Cleopatra's time travel twist. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the first moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Yes, the iconic Queen of Egypt, who ruled with unmatched intelligence and charm, was born in 69 BC, while the Great Pyramid was completed around 2560 BC. This means she was closer to Buzz Aldrin's footprints on the moon than the first stone laid for the pyramid. The timeline of history weaves together in unexpected ways, linking figures who seem worlds apart. Imagine Cleopatra, the last queen of Ptolemaic Egypt, navigating the political tides with Rome, while the Great Pyramid stood as an ancient sentinel, already 2,500 years old by her time. Her reign was marked by alliances with powerful leaders like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, showcasing her strategic acumen and diplomatic prowess. Meanwhile, the pyramids were relics of a distant past, echoing the grandeur of a long-gone era. Her intelligence and charisma not only secured her place in a male-dominated world but also bridged the gap between ancient wonders and modern marvels. As she sailed the Nile, the pyramid loomed like a historical paradox, a reminder of the vast stretches of time that separate yet connect humanity's achievements. Cleopatra herself became a timeless legend, her life story entwined with tales of love, power, and tragedy. Fast forward to July 20, 1969. As Neil Armstrong took that first historic step on the lunar surface, the world marveled at a new era of exploration. Cleopatra's Egypt had long since fallen, her story woven into the tapestry of history, yet her life served as a testament to the enduring nature of human ambition and ingenuity. The juxtaposition of her era with the moon landing highlights the incredible span and continuity of human achievement, from stone monuments to steps on another world. Imagine stepping into a public toilet in 1920s Paris and being greeted not just by the smell of fresh lavender but by an attendant ready to offer life advice or engage in deep philosophical discussions. These restroom attendants were more than just custodians, they were part of a unique social fabric, blending sanitation with social interaction in an unexpected twist. In an era when cafes and salons were the usual hubs for intellectual exchange, public toilets became an unlikely venue for conversation and advice. This peculiar practice turned the mundane act of visiting a restroom into a chance for a philosophical tete-a-tete or even a heartfelt chat about personal dilemmas. Patrons would often leave not just relieved but enlightened, having discussed everything from the latest fashion trends to existential musings. The attendants, often well-versed in current events and social etiquette, were respected as much for their conversational prowess as their cleanliness. The role of these attendants was dual, maintaining hygiene standards while providing a listening ear or a few words of wisdom. This blend of service and interaction was a testament to the vibrant, communal spirit of Paris during the Roaring Twenties. It was a period when the city thrived on intellectual exchange, and no space was too unconventional for such pursuits. As the years rolled on and societal norms shifted, the presence of attendants in public toilets faded but left behind a curious legacy. It's a reminder of a time when every encounter, no matter how ordinary, was an opportunity for connection and conversation. The story of these attendants is a fascinating chapter in the cultural tapestry of Paris, highlighting the city's unique approach to blending the everyday with the extraordinary. The Titanic wasn't the only grand ship to meet a tragic fate. Its near-identical sister, the Britannic, also sank despite boasting superior safety measures. Designed to be even more luxurious and safe than the Titanic, the Britannic was part of the White Star Line's Olympic class, exuding the same opulent grandeur. However, the shadow of the Titanic's disaster loomed large, leading to several crucial design changes, including reinforced lifeboats and improved watertight compartments. Yet, fate had a chilling twist in store for this marvel of maritime engineering. In 1916, during the throes of World War I, the Britannic was repurposed as a hospital ship, ferrying wounded soldiers back to Britain. On a seemingly routine voyage in the Aegean Sea, an unexpected explosion rocked the vessel. The exact cause remains a mystery, with theories ranging from a German mine to a torpedo strike. Despite the enhancements made post-Titanic, the Britannic was doomed. Within a mere 55 minutes, the once magnificent ship succumbed to the waves, becoming the largest ship lost during the First World War. Miraculously, out of the 1,065 people on board, nearly all survived, thanks to the lessons learned from the Titanic's tragedy. The hastily deployed lifeboats, improved communication systems, and a more prepared crew contributed to the high survival rate. However, the sinking of the Britannic serves as a haunting reminder that even the grandest designs can falter before the unpredictable forces of nature and war. It stands as a testament to human ingenuity and its limits, forever linked with its ill-fated sister, the Titanic, in maritime lore. Before the invention of clocks, people relied on burning candles to tell time. Imagine measuring your day by watching wax melt. These candle clocks had marked intervals that would burn away, each segment representing a specific time period. This method turned the simple act of burning a candle into a flickering method of temporal awareness. Picture this: in the dim halls of medieval castles, the dance of shadows cast by flickering flames wasn't just for ambience. Each strip of wax marked the passage of hours, a visual countdown in a world without ticking hands. The practice was so precise that some candles even had embedded nails. As the wax melted, the nails fell, clattering onto a metal plate to audibly signal the passing of a designated hour. Candle clocks were an ingenious solution to timekeeping long before the precision of Swiss watches. In ancient China, intricate candle clocks included different colored waxes and fragrances, releasing distinct scents as they burned to provide a multi-sensory experience of time's passage. This method was as much about practicality as it was about creating an atmospheric experience of the day slipping by. This method wasn't just for monks or nobles. Sailors, too, used candle clocks on long voyages, where the sway of the ship made sundials impossible to use. In a world where light was precious and time was elusive, the humble candle was a beacon of both. While the advent of mechanical clocks would eventually overshadow them, candle clocks remind us of a time when the simplest tools held the key to understanding the hours of our lives. The world's first novel was penned over 1,000 years ago by a Japanese woman, not a European author. Murasaki Shikibu, a lady-in-waiting in the Heian court, crafted the Tale of Genji, a sweeping narrative that delves into the life and loves of the titular Prince Genji. This wasn't just a simple story, it is a complex exploration of aristocratic life, romance, and the intricacies of court politics, capturing the essence of a bygone era with vivid detail. Imagine the scene, the Heian period, marked by elegance and artistic achievement, where literature was dominated by poetry. Murasaki Shikibu broke from tradition, weaving a prose narrative so rich and intricate that it became a benchmark for storytelling. Her work, composed around the early 11th century, spans 54 chapters and offers a window into a world where the aesthetic was paramount, and the psychological depth was unparalleled. What makes the Tale of Genji particularly astounding is its pioneering exploration of character and emotion, something not seen in Western literature until much later. Murasaki's keen insight into human nature and the subtle interplay of relationships speaks to universal themes that resonate even today. This novel was not just about the events, but about the inner lives and personal growth of its characters, a narrative style that was revolutionary for its time. Despite being written in a period when women's voices were often muted, The Tale of Genji showcases Murasaki's genius and her ability to transcend the constraints of her era. Her contribution to literature is monumental, setting a foundation for novelistic storytelling that would influence countless generations worldwide. The impact of her work is a testament to the timeless power of a single voice that dared to tell a story like no other. One vote, huge impact. One vote in Congress saved Andrew Johnson from impeachment and changed American history forever. Imagine the entire trajectory of the United States hinging on a single decision made in a room full of politicians. This wasn't just any vote, it was the deciding factor in a tumultuous period following the Civil War, during the era of Reconstruction. The stakes couldn't have been higher as the nation struggled to reunite and redefine itself after such a divisive conflict. Andrew Johnson, who had assumed the presidency after Lincoln's assassination, was deeply unpopular for his lenient approach to Reconstruction and his frequent clashes with Congress. In 1868, the House of Representatives impeached him, but the real drama unfolded in the Senate trial. Needing just a two-thirds majority to remove him from office, the Senate fell one vote short. That single vote not only kept Johnson in power but also set a precedent for the limits of congressional authority over the executive branch. This razor-thin margin of survival for Johnson was thanks to Edmund Ross, a Republican senator from Kansas. Ross's decision was unexpected and controversial, as it went against his party's overwhelming support for impeachment. He believed that removing Johnson would cause more harm than good to the fragile state of the nation. Despite the backlash, Ross's vote underscored the complex nature of politics where personal conviction can sometimes outweigh partisan pressures. The implications of that vote are still felt today, as it highlighted the delicate balance of power between the branches of government. It was a pivotal moment that demonstrated how individual choices can ripple through history, shaping the political landscape in ways that were unimaginable at the time. This singular act of defiance against party lines served as a powerful reminder of the profound impact one vote can have on the course of history. The U.S. once tried to turn cats into secret agents during the Cold War. In a top-secret project dubbed Acoustic Kitty, the CIA invested millions in training cats to spy on the Soviets. The idea was simple yet bizarre: implant microphones and transmitters in cats, allowing them to covertly eavesdrop on conversations as they innocuously roamed the streets. Imagine a cat casually lounging around the Kremlin, picking up classified chatter. Engineers even went as far as to surgically embed listening devices in the feline operatives, hoping their natural stealth and agility would make them the perfect spies. The project was ambitious and surreal, driven by the intense paranoia and innovative desperation of Cold War espionage. But the mission was doomed from the start. Cats, as anyone who's tried to train one knows, are notoriously independent and unpredictable. During a trial run, the first feline agent was released near a Soviet compound, only to be promptly hit by a taxi. The project was scrapped, having proven that even cutting-edge technology was no match for a cat's wanderlust. The bizarre tale of Acoustic Kitty remains a testament to the lengths to which nations will go in the name of espionage. It's a quirky chapter in history that highlights the intersection of creativity and absurdity, reminding us how the fear of the unknown can lead to some of the most unexpected strategies. Eiffel Tower's hidden power. The Eiffel Tower wasn't just a tourist attraction, it was once a powerful radio antenna that changed the world. In the early 20th century, this iconic Parisian structure became a pivotal player in global communication. Imagine the surprise when the Eiffel Tower, originally criticized as an eyesore, found its true calling in the world of technology. When Gustave Eiffel completed his masterpiece in 1889, no one could have predicted its future role in radio transmissions. By 1909, the French military saw the potential of the tower, installing a massive radio antenna at its pinnacle. This move turned the Eiffel Tower into a cutting-edge broadcast station, reaching audiences far and wide. It wasn't just about sending messages, it was about connecting the world in ways never thought possible before. The power of the Eiffel Tower's radio capabilities was demonstrated during World War I. The tower's antennas intercepted crucial enemy transmissions, tipping the scales in favor of the Allies. The once-dubbed useless iron structure became an indispensable tool for both military intelligence and civilian communication. Its reach extended beyond France, into Europe and across the Atlantic, making it a centerpiece in the network of early global communication. Today, as millions of visitors marvel at the Eiffel Tower's architectural beauty, few realize its technological significance. The structure's transformation from a controversial construction project to a cornerstone of modern communication is a testament to human ingenuity. The legacy of its role in radio transmission continues to echo, reminding us that even the most unexpected innovations can shape the course of history.